She was literally downstairs asleep, and as soon as I started sitting up and starting recording, she appears. Hello and welcome to today's unboxing. As you can see, we have two SciFier parcels today. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what I've ordered. It's probably going to be a bunch of pre-orders, but I do also have some birthday presents for Ben. It was Ben's birthday a couple of days ago, and some of his stuff is in here. I also have a few bits that I picked up for my mother. My mother was like, I fancy some books, and I was like, aha, I know a place that sells books. So yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in here. Also, do you like my cardigan? Isn't it so cool? I didn't know if I should like include it in a haul. I might do it in like a cumulative haul. I have this one and another cardigan. I'm feeling a bit gross, so I don't fancy like showing me in it, but maybe if I'm all like good and then by that video I will then. I have another one as well. Anywho, we have two boxes. Let's open them. I'm kind of interested by the shape of the boxes because I don't think it's too often I get like these sort of squarish ones. Usually they're rectangular. But they're like kind of a bit more stumpy. Let's just do this one first. I did that very badly. You'd have thought after all this time I was better at opening these. Lots of bubble wrap. Let's start with whichever one I can lift up, which is apparently none of them. Do you think these are just like 3 massive bubble wrap parcels? Also for reference, we are in the pink room, the room that I've like now set up to be study office / new room for manga. I'm probably going to be filming more in here in the coming months because at some point I do have to clear out the other rooms. Yes, including the living room and the bedroom, so they can be prepped and decorated and new carpets can go down. Not gonna lie, I am ecstatic for new carpets because the carpets in there are the ones that came in the house and are very, very old and gross. For some reason, I do keep getting people thinking that I chose them or my family chose them. No. We don't like them. We want new ones. But for ease, this room is going to mostly stay as is, except sorting out more bookcases. This is going to be like my recording room, basically. Oh. You know what? This might be stuff for Ben, so let's do this one. Ooh, I like that we've got the protective corners on these. Yep, these are for Ben. They do tend to use these on like box sets or big hardcover books like these ones. I think they're really neat and I quite like them. I still have a pile from a couple of box sets that I've ordered from SciFier. We still got Una down here. Okay, so first off for Ben, these are all comics or collective comic book bits that he requested. So we have the Inkel. I'm not gonna really have too much to say except Ben asked for these. We also have Tank Girl. Ben has been reading a lot more comics as of late, but primarily he does read them digitally on his tablet, but he wanted a few physical ones to give a go as well. So if anyone has like comic recommendations, I think Ben would always be up for those. Okay, now to actually retry one of these. Oh, it is genuinely the height of the box. Okay. This one's actually lighter. Maybe we try this one. I don't know if I just like try and get them both open and then show you what's inside. That was a bit of a mess. Okay, let's try and tidy this up. We have got some Kuma Bear light novels. We have 20 and 21. I can't remember if there's any more. There are some light novel series that Ben requested that he wanted to try and be up to date with, and this is one of them, again because of the silly little fluffy cat of ours. I think 21 now has him up to date. I think. Another light novel that he asked for was Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This is complete at 10 and this is volume 10, so I believe this is the final volume, final battle. There might be another one of this in here as well, but I think, yeah, complete at 10 and I got him at least all the ones he needs. However many that is. Next we have City Hunter Volume 1. This is an omnibus from Kana. They have another series in this sort of format, which is Cat's Eye, which I am halfway through reading. I think I got halfway through. I was interested in both of them. I only went for one. Ooh, the plastic's torn. Is that me? And there's some sticker residue there. Oh, it's coming off. I was interested in both of them, but I went for Cat's Eye first because it sounded, I think I'd enjoy it more. But now I've got this one as well. You can see my knee. What else have we got to show? We have got a Megara Megara Volume 2. I actually read Volume 1 a couple of weeks ago, and I thought it was a really interesting take on like the Omegaverse, because it isn't just about like boning and all that jazz. There is like actual story and plot around like manipulating sexes and all that jazz. It was I was surprised to finally read something that I felt like had more of a story to it other than fated mates and boning. Villainess Stands the Heroes Volume 5. An absolutely adorable, fun villainess isekai, which is hilarious and dumb. I was gonna say I'm not sure if I'm up to date with reading it, but I am. I do actually now remember reading Volume 4, but there has been slow releases, so I think that's why I'm getting confused. Next we have a big old book, and this is actually one of the ones from my mother. We have Live from New York. It's, I assume, something to do with Saturday Night Live, SNL. She's away at the moment, but when she's back, I'll be able to hand this over to her. Next we have The Ragnarok System of the Desperate Reincarnated Demon Lord and the 7 Aggressive Maidens, Volume 1. It's plastic wrapped. Do I have high hopes? No, I do not. But I really do like to jump in on Volume 1s to do like rereading reviews, and do I recommend you try it? Also, I'm an absolute degen and will pick up anything that's plastic wrapped. Another Volume 1, we have My New Devil Wife Volume 1. Ooh, this is from One Piece Books. I hadn't realised. Oh my gosh. This is the story of a boy and a girl that's just a tiny smidge dirty. Can't be that dirty, it's not plastic wrapped. Though I don't know if One Piece Books plastic wrap anything. I'll be honest, I thought that was a girl. I thought this was a GL. I don't think it is. A new steamship title, The Scheming Crown Princesses the Screening Crown Prince's Wicked Consort. Apologies, Volume 1, new steamship. I'm doing a load of Shoujo and Josei titles this month. I was going to continue on my cute high school romance binge, but I might actually finish off the month by catching back up to date with my steamship. I really, really like to try and break down my stats, and when it comes to imprints, my steamship is almost at 100% read. I have about 6 unread volumes. It might be a bit higher with stuff in here, but it's like 98% read or something crazy. Speaking of, we have another steamship title, Fire at His Fingertips, Volume 10, the only steamship title that is still under the Ghost Ship imprint. It's also the only one that is a small size volume, which is really annoying because I have all of my steamships grouped together now, and this is a different format size, so I haven't grouped it with the rest of the steamships. I can't believe it's on 10. I feel it probably should end soonish, possibly. I'm gonna peek this one by the side, though I do actually think the cover is okay. Next we have Fuzzy Lips, which is a Faku title. I do think that when I have delays in my SciFier orders, it is like 90% to do with my Faku titles. Like they're always the problem ones. When they send an email going, we've had a problem with this title, it's delayed your order, it's always Faku titles. I don't know if it's because like something to do with Dempa, and I don't know if Dempa are the distributors or they have what hand exactly they have when it comes to Faku, but they're a bit funky with getting stuff out on time as well, so yeah. But it's still here, though. I think when I was looking at like, it's because it said partially shipped, and I was like, oh, what's not shipped? And going through it, I think the only things that haven't shipped now are 2 Faku volumes. There was a pre-order, but the pre-order shipped yesterday and will arrive tomorrow. But I'm going to include that in a different haul video. Next, we have Roses and Champagne Volume 2. I was a bit lost with Volume 1, so I am hoping that more volumes will leave me less lost, not more lost. Of like the big popular BL manhwa that got prints last year from 7 Seas, this was my least favourite, but it wasn't necessarily that I disliked it, I just don't think I fully followed it. Some more story will hopefully get me into it more. Please Look After the Dragon Volume 1, a new release. Volume 1. It's a matte cover. You can kind of tell when my light doesn't reflect on it, though it does feel like it's a bit bitty, like it's dropping. Okay. Yuna! This looks super duper cute. I hope it is as super duper cute as the title seems to suggest it is. Yuna. Yeah, there's stuff in there. You can't get in there yet. Let me get through it. Merry Witch's Life Volume 3. I read Volume 1 in October last year. I didn't quite manage to get to Volume 2 because it was at the end of October and I was really trying to stick to my themed reads at that point. I've actually mostly managed the same this year as well, so again, I'm probably going to save this for October. It is a very slow releasing series. It's very cute, but with like a darker side to it. There is definitely darker bits to it while also still being kind of like calmish. Marriage of Convenience Volume 2. So next month, March, although actually by the time this goes up it might already be March, is manhwa month, or basically anything that isn't printed in Japan. So my goal is to try and read as much manhwa as I can, so I'm really excited to have this and some other eyes press. There's a lot of eyes press I got at like Christmas and my birthday, and I've been kind of saving them for March. I love the blue and the title and the reflect, that's so pretty. Speaking of manhwa, we also have What It Means to Be You Volume 3. I have been quite enjoying this one as well, the body swap, but also like the miscommunication I've kind of enjoyed in this one, even though I don't normally, but also learning like the sort of troubles and woes that each other go through. I wish they would just talk a bit more, but things have been picking up. I love the covers in this, and I love this like dusty pink. It's such it's a bit of a shame we don't have the same colour on the spine. We've just maintained that same colour on all the volumes, because this like dusty pink is lovely. Revenge of the Baskerville Bloodhound Volume 1. I am going in completely blind, but I have loved so much eyes press. I'm completely fine with that. Oh, I've just flicked through and there's like stat windows. I'm so excited. We've got some more light novels for Ben. There was another Kuma Kuma Bear, Volume 19, but we also have 3, 7 and 9 of Mushoku Tensei. I think I picked these to fill gaps. I think he has clear onto like Volume 11 or something, but it's a long light novel series, like 20s, 30s. So just getting him a few at a time. He's listed like the light novel series that he wants the gaps to fill most, and mostly beyond that I'm not really getting light novels that much anymore, unless it's titles that he's like specifically requested. My Former Student is a Hunk Volume 1. It's plastic wrapped. It is not a steamship, but it's also not a ghost ship, interestingly. Ooh, I've read the back. She's 35 and he's 18. I am interested to see people's opinions on this, because there is a lot of thoughts and feelings on age gaps like this. I feel like you don't see too many where the woman's the older character in the relationship. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing other people's thoughts. Adabana Volume 2. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to read this straight away, considering I believe it's complete at 3. I've already talked about my thoughts in terms of like trigger warnings quite a lot. I have started seeing more people mention them when reviewing or talking about it, which I'm happy about. But I really do genuinely love a good like murder mystery, and I am completely wondering what's going on. I want to know what's happened. I need to know. Hi, I am a witch and my crush wants me to make a love potion, Volume 5. I think I'm actually a volume or 2 behind on reading this. I don't think I've read 4. I initially was going to try and read a series like this during February, but I've ended up being quite heavy on the like high school romance and like real world romance over fantasy, which is odd because usually it's the fantasy I want to read more, but I think because I've got on this like fancy to read it, I'm just taking it. I'm just trying to follow the vibes I'm feeling with my reading, and it's working quite well. I've read a lot, but when I get there with this one I'll catch back up. Maiden of the Needle Volume 5. I think I made a mistake. I don't think I have Volume 4. I thought I was up to date with this, but Volume 4's come out and I've missed it by. Mixed feelings on the East Kite was picking up. I think there was a gap between 3 and 4 coming out, and it fell off my radar, hence why apparently I've missed Volume 4. So I'm going to go back and order Volume 4 to read them together. Otaku X Gal, or Otaku Gal, however you wish to pronounce it, Volume 1, new series from Square Enix. I have enjoyed a lot of the series from Square Enix, so I am looking forward to seeing what this one's about. Betrothed to My Sister's Ex Volume 1, a new series from Seven Seas. I kind of am feeling this is going to be like one of those romance, fantasy, it's okay kind of series, but I eat them up badly. I love them. I love them. So this I'm excited for, but I don't necessarily expect it to be amazing. I just expect to enjoy it. Nue's Exorcist Volume 3, especially with Shonen Jump, I'm thinking 3 to 5 volumes before jumping in is like how many I need to really get a feel for the series, especially since I seem to be in my binging era at the moment. But this is quite slow releasing. I picked up Volume 1 quite a while ago and we're only on 3, so yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Do you know, Nee? No, I don't. I was surprisingly excited. Should I hide my knee? I don't know, I feel awkward about my knee now. Anywho, I was surprisingly excited about this volume. This is Radiant Volume 9. The reason being, Volume 9 is the only volume I was missing because I have a gap. I might not be up to date, but I needed this to fill a gap. And it seemed to have gone out of print. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was never in store. It was always Volume 9 that was missing. I couldn't find it online, it was never listed, I stopped looking, and then when I placed this order, not only was it in stock, it was in the daily deals. I lost my mind. I was so like, oh my gosh, it's a sign. I waited and I was rewarded with the daily deals. So I have a clear run of this again. Thank goodness. It's been years and years I've been trying to get volume 9. Double the Trouble, Twice as Nice volume 2. I read volume 1 last year, and again, I've talked about it I think a couple of times in various tier listing videos. Mixed feelings. I did kind of enjoy the romance, but him be like swapping to be a kid and then them still like going on dates and stuff. I think this is him as a kid. It just feels a bit weird. But I love the colouring. Volume 1 was bright yellow and this is like bright red. I'm enjoying that. Let's Make a Harem in a Zombie World Volume 1. A new series. It's Ghost Ship. Ugh. I nearly didn't pick this up because I genuinely do not like zombies at all in the slightest. But look at this title. It's a rainbow gradient. A rainbow gradient in the title. That is the most exciting thing on this cover. And if you think otherwise, you are wrong. I'll still give volume 1 a go and I'll see how bad the zombie situation is. But yeah, again, I'll always give volume 1s a go for the most part, because then I can talk about them and review them and recommend them or not recommend them. And then I'll make a decision on if I pick up more, or is it like a sale section or a sale or secondhand series. When I Became a Commoner, They Broke Off Our Engagement, volume 6. I didn't like the start of this series, but it has picked up for me a lot. A lot. So I was quite excited to get another volume. She has grown on me because she too is also like, what the heck's going on? Being traded with the commoner, the other girl. But the other girl who has gone now to live in poverty is now picking up and doing well, working in a business with a business partner. I want to just see the women do well in this. A Yuri love story that begins with getting dumped in a dream, volume 1. I get the feeling that this one is a Yuri title. It's a new series from Seven Seas. A really long title like that, you always assume it's going to be an isekai, don't you? Otherwise, no idea. Gonna go in blind and see what it's like. Last volume in this box is Reincarnated Carrier's Strategy for Another World, volume 1. I was gonna say it's plastic wrapped, and with a chest like that, it's probably a ghost ship, isn't it? And yes, it is Ghost Ship. I just thought it was a regular isekai, to be honest. I don't think when I looked at the thumbnail of the image title, I realised how big they were. They kind of look like she's wearing panties. It kind of looks like a bum. They just look that insane and stupid. Hey ho, erotic adventure awaits in the sexy new isekai fantasy. Excellent, great. Well, let's see how bad that is and I'll let you know. We are one box down. That seemed to take a while. But also, it is a school night for me and it's quite late because I wanted to wait for Ben to go to bed. So maybe I'm just getting sleepy. Because at the moment we are getting more building work done now that we've sorted out clearing out my granddad's stuff. So the building work has restarted on this house. So usually I used to record over my lunch times, but I can't do that as much now because the builds are still going. But it does mean that the house is being done up and it's going to look great in a few months. And we won't have weird looking carpets anymore. Is it just these two? Is it the same stitch again where they're both like all the way to the bottom? Oh gosh. We're gonna do the same again because there's a lot of tape on these and they're very hard to cut. Okay, we're gonna do one at a time. Okay, first off we have Knight and Her Emperor. This is a new title from Ink Law. I've seen a lot of positive stuff around the series, so again, looking forward to it. Next we have Thunder 3 Volume 8. I haven't decided if I'm going to read this straight away because I've mostly only read this series in bursts of like 3 volumes or so, because you go through it so dang quickly. But I've also really enjoyed it. It's like sci-fi alien invasion. I might check when the release dates are of the next few volumes and then make a decision. Murderbot Diaries Volume 1. Oh, it is a Volume 1. This is another one for my mother. That's a sticker. That's a sticker. I think they're doing a book club at work and I think she said this is the one, maybe, possibly, I'm not sure. We have a couple of Reborn as a Space Mercenary light novels. We have 9 and 10. I think this fills in a gap so we can read some more. Ben's really enjoyed this light novel series a lot, and I didn't realise just how far behind he's gotten over the last year or so. I think we managed to find volume 11 in like the Forbidden Planet sale section in London, so yeah, this fills a gap so we can now just keep going. Next we have Not So Shoujo Love Story volume 3. I have adored this webcomic so much, and I'm so excited to have a continuous chin-chin on the spines. I think I read someone say that with volume 3 that's season 1. I don't fully follow Webtoon online or chapters or seasons or how all of that works, so I'm not completely clear what that means. I mean, I know what a season means in terms of like TV and stuff, so I'm gonna guess kind of similar. But I absolutely adore this, and also the creator has an Instagram account and I went and followed them recently and they are hilarious. I highly recommend if you like this to follow them. Next we have Cats with Jobs volume 2, another story series from Pandemia, who do all of the really funny, cute 4-coma cat stories. I really loved Cats with Jobs volume 1. I was really happy to see it was just not a one-shot like Cthulhu Cat. My pile of books has fallen over behind me. It's so dang cute. Next we have another steamship. We have Yakuza in His Omega volume 4, and I think this is the final volume. Yep, it says thrilling conclusion. So yeah, I think I'm gonna swap out my high school romance with some steamship to wrap up February. I quite enjoyed this. It grew on me the more I read as well. Though I do think it's a shame so many of them wrap so early, though I do know I was complaining about Fire in His Fingertips being too long, so maybe I just don't know what I want. Next we have Moon on the Rainy Night volume 8. This was actually a request from Ben. He's been reading this and really enjoying it. He actually asked, are we behind? Is there any that you can pick up for me? There might be volume 7 in here. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, these ones are for Ben as well, technically. I've been giving the disgraced noble lady a crash course in naughtiness. I'll spoil her with delicacies and style to make her the happiest woman in the world, volume 9. A series that sounds horrific and gross, but is absolutely delightful. So adorable. I caught back up last year and I'm very happy to have another volume, because they're so cute together. Next we have volumes 23 and 24 of Blue Lock. I can't remember if this is all that's in here. I randomly decided to try and read up a load of my large format Kodansha volumes, and that includes Blue Lock. So even though this is releasing really quickly and I said I wouldn't catch back up until I started reading, I have now caught back up with releases. I have got some later ones already, and then I just bought the gaps that I needed on SciFier. But I have been doing pretty well. I think I've been reading like 5 volumes a day or something insane. I think I'm planning on picking up some sport Kodansha probably in April at this rate. My Life as an Internet Novel volume 2. This is from Ink Pop, which is like a sister imprint to Ink Law. This is very similar premise to Romantic Killer, but it takes out all the bits I didn't like in Romantic Killer. So there's nothing weird about breeding and her cat's not been taken away. She's just found herself like in a reverse harem situation somehow, and she doesn't really understand how it's happened. But I've quite enjoyed it much more than Romantic Killer. Bocce the Rock volume 4. I did pick it up because it was in the daily deals for a pretty good price. And this has been one of my designated it is a sale series, because I didn't like hate or dislike it, but I just wasn't too sure on the 4-coma format. So if I see it discounted, I will pick it up, but I have now made myself a gap by picking this one up. I'm missing volume 3. We also have Legend of Galactic Heroes volume 8 of the novels. Yeah, I was right, there was one more for Ben. That will be complete for him now though. I think we have a pile of Eyes Press now. We have I Love Amy volume 1. Look at the shine on the I Love Amy, that's so cute. This is a GL manhwa from Eyes Press. Looking forward to this. Again, I'm going to be reading a lot of Eyes Press in March. Men of the Harem volume 5. I've actually fallen behind on this one as well. I'm not sure if this one is gripping me as much as some of the other Eyes Press or the other title from the same person, which is Remarried Empress. I think I'm just finding it a little dull, unfortunately. But I am staying up to date with all of my Eyes Press, so this is a very naughty, indulgent pickup. Out of everything, I know, I am, yeah, but this particularly. In general, Eyes Press. Tomb Raider King volume 13. This was one of the series where I binge read and caught back up last March. Absolutely adored it. I really loved it. And I am just so excited with every new volume. It's a very long series when I went and looked at the chapter list, like the chapter number, sorry, on the Webtoon thingy. So I imagine this is going to be quite long running, and I'm very happy about it because I just absolutely love it. My Secretly Hot Husband volume 5, also a bit behind on this one. I don't think I find it as dull as, say, my Men of the Harem. This is just quite nice. It's quite pleasant. I don't know how long this one's gonna be. If it actually is only gonna be like 6 or 7 volumes, unless I've misread it, I might start holding off. Actually, no, it's March. I'll try and catch up in March. Never mind, ignore me, ignore me. Last one in this parcel is Finding Camellia, Volume 6. Volume 5 was excellent. We had more reveals, we had some steamy moments, and it kind of ended slightly steamily. Okay, less steamily than I remembered. But I just can't I can't wait to read this one, but I'm still gonna save it for March. It's only a few more days until March. I'm so excited. My legs are dying. Let's get this last one open. Okay, we're just gonna do it like this. So we have Shikamaru's Not a Cutie, Volume 16. This was another daily deal, and again, this is the only volume I needed from the series. Now that I have this, it is series complete, and I'm mildly, I just couldn't believe how much was in the daily deals that I was after. It's complete at 20, and this is the only one I needed. Oh, we do have another Blue Lock volume, 25. I think I have up to 26. I think 27's just about come out. Yeah, I am pretty behind, but at the rate I've been reading, I think I can catch back up in like a week or a few days. Another daily deal, If I Could Reach You, Volume 5. Again, it was another daily deal pickup. This series I've been picking up entirely on sale section, secondhand. At some point I'll piece it all together. Oh, we have a bunch of light novels actually. We have 2 from Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? We have 18 and 19. What is with the severe differences in the light novels from this series? They are all over the place. And that is super chunky. That might be the chunkiest one. Ben is almost up to date with reading this one, so this again was one that he requested me to get more of so he could continue reading, though he hasn't started the spin-offs yet. We also have Spice and Wolf Volume 8. This was in the daily deals, so even though it wasn't one he's outright asked for, I did nab it because it was discounted. This was also in the daily deals, and it does now cause a gap because we don't have 19, but it is a series he has expressed wanting to read, and it is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. This must be so much further ahead than the manga. I think the manga is like to volume 12. The last time I looked, volume 13. So we got a lot of content still. Next we have Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated 6. This is the Magic the Gathering manga, which does also come with a magic card. I don't know if I'm going to catch back up to date with reading this one this year, but it is definitely one I want to binge. It's also complete 18, so it's going to be a longer series. Seduced by the Demon King Volume 3, another steamship title. I don't know if this is completed 3. I get the feeling not, but none of them are that long, so I can't imagine we've got too much longer. Next we have Dear Door Volume 2, which is super chunky, just like the first one. I think I did enjoy the first one, even if again didn't completely follow what was happening. The funny moments were really funny, especially the little cute pee-pee with a face. Assassin's Creed Forgotten Temple Volume 2. This is a webtoon following on from the events of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And I think I quite liked that it was a original story, but still using characters and elements that we were familiar with. I quite enjoy Black Flag. It was my first Assassin's Creed, so I think I'm a bit more soft on this as well because of that. Oh, we do have another volume of Moon on a Rainy Night. It's Volume 7, so yeah, he has 2 volumes of this he can read. Level Up with the Gods Volume 2. I loved Volume 1. It isn't an ice press, it's just a regular yen press, but it is like a stat back in time, fighty. Oh, it's great. Everything I want and love, everything. It's been a very long release schedule. It's been a while since Volume 1, but I'm so glad it's here. Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You, Volume 9. In my quest for reading loads of like high school romance, Kodansha in the large format, this is one that I caught back up with this month. So I read 2 to 8 of this. And I've got Volume 9 now. I'm kind of surprised how long it seems to be, because I feel like where I've gotten to and 8 feels like it's going to wrap, or like this is closure of the story, and then I looked online and it's like on Volume 13? What happens? What happens? Why? Painter of the Night Volume 2. I did quite like this one, but it is like sass and trigger warning as heck. But I think I liked how like gross and dirty and terrible it was. An interesting premise as well. Not too many left, but we have Cat's Eye 2. Again, same people as City Hunter, same format as City Hunter. I have read half of the first one and I am quite enjoying it. It's very long, so I thought I'll try and read half and then come back to it later. I'm loving the like espionage and thievery. Fragrant Flower Blooms of Dignity, Volume 11. Been loving this one as well, but I've been loving this a lot more when I've binged volumes. With this one, I think I have 3 unread, so I'm going to catch back up now in the next, well, maybe April again. April is like a anything goes theme, so I might save it for then. Final volume in this box and the whole is Titan's Bride Volume 8, which is great because Ben genuinely really likes Titan's Bride. Is further ahead in reading it than I am, so he's going to be really happy with it. And there we have it. That is today's haul. I've already pulled out the steamship titles. I'm going to try and read before the end of the month, along with Anyway I'm Falling in Love with You, so at least I can have all of it read in this same month, if that makes sense. Hi, Una. I've also piled all of Ben's stuff in this pile to the side. Hi, Una. As well as the books for my mum. Here is Una's tail and her butt. She's just so cute. You just want cuddles and pets, don't you? She's a bit beaten up because she had a kerfuffle with her sister. Also have loads of Eyes Press and Manwear as well that I'm going to be able to read next month. That very much excites me. Look at your little scratch on your ear. You need to leave your sister alone because she beats you up way more than you beat her up. And I know that you start it because I've watched. Don't look away from me when I say that. Yeah, I'm so pleased with this. I really hope Ben is happy with everything for him. I hope my mother's happy with her books as well. I need to stop moving my hands too close so it stops focusing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember you can like and subscribe. You can also check out my channel memberships at 99p a month for early access. I'm trying to bulk upload a bunch of videos again. I have 6 videos in my schedule that I can film right now. Can my voice keep up with that? We will find out. And yeah, I'm planning on doing most of my filming in this room, at least for the next few months. It's not you won't see the other rooms, it's just if I can get used to this room, it'll make it easier. Otherwise, before I start wibbling on any more, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!